A few months ago, I came out with this video, 10 teams you should have, or 10 teams everyone should have for spring 2025. And I didn't really feel comfortable like revisiting that just 3 months later. I don't think any of the information has necessarily gotten stale from that video. In fact, a lot of you guys are still watching it on a daily basis. But I thought it'd be fun to supplement the 10 teams everybody should have from spring 2025 with 10 more teams everybody should have for summer 2025. But before we get into it and talk about it, I just want to say one thing here. This is really important to know. We're going to take a look at 10 teams that I think everybody should be working toward and everybody should try to have on the roster. What I am not saying, let me be clear, what I am not saying is that you should drop whatever you're doing and farm these 10 more teams everybody should have. This is more of a list of teams that, hey, when you get these 10 teams everybody should have up there for the spring, let's start working toward these other 10 teams. We're going to talk about the reasons why all these next 10 teams are going to matter on your roster in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad Nooch Too Good. And yes, we are here to look at 10 more teams everybody needs for the summer of 2025. And we're going to start right here, guys. Well, hold on. I officially had to rework this. I made this video a couple of days ago, and bam, out comes the information for the new raid, and we've got it. But I was right on with this. I made a whole little bit about it. And this, I have not changed the teams in front of you right now. We were talking about the new Bad Batch, the new Dark Side clones, the Jedi Vanguard up there, the Pirates, and more Jedi Vanguard. These are the teams available. They're going to be required for the raid coming up for you guys. All Pirates will be included in the raid. And you guys, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, raids are going to be really important to every guild. And your guild is one of every guild. So if your guild is doing this new Order 66 raid, you're going to have to farm some teams or have some teams and characters ready for this raid. We'll take a look at my roster here in a moment, but all the pirates will be useful for it. There are a few pirates in the game right now, like Emphas Nest, Hondo Onaka, Sana Staros, and then Smee, SM33 is coming out here in Conquest. We're going to get more characters along the way. They've said that. Capital Games has mentioned that. Also for the raid, you get the new Bad Batch, you get the new Dark Side Clone Troopers led by Grand Moff Tarkin, and you get all of the Jedi Vanguard in the game. So let's jump into my account here especially, and take a look at what that looks like for me, because I'm going to have to farm some new teams too, and that is a lot of new team action there when you really look at it. Like if we get the new Bad Batch, I don't have them farmed up, and I don't know if they'll be able to use at 5 stars. We could use back with the Endor raid, we could use characters at 5 stars, but then when the Naboo raid came out like a year plus ago, it was only 7-star characters, and so I'm not ready to use my Bad Batch yet, although I am farming them. We've also got the new clone troopers who are not ready for me yet. Appo just went to a node yesterday, I think, so I'm farming Appo now, but not ready to go with my clone troopers yet. My pirates, I mean, I guess I can throw out Hondo and Emphas and Sana Staros up there. My Sana Staros isn't really ready for much either at this point. So I don't know. I'll take a look at that as well. That leaves me with mostly Jedi Vanguard that I'm taking a look at for this new raid. Let me go pull the Jedi Vanguard. Where's Jade? There's Jedi Vanguard. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 9 of these guys. Is it every single one of them? It is every single one of them, right? Let's pull that website up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 8, 16. Okay, yeah, you didn't know you could be getting Sesame Street today, but boys and girls, sometimes we have to count. So every single Jedi Vanguard in the game will be in the new raid. Of course, I don't have Jedi Counselor upgraded, but hey, look at his new skin, looking awesome. I mean, very, very like I'm in the shadows. My hood is covering my face. All right, so anyway, there's Jedi Counselor. Still not a great character. By the way, it's really weird. Like, he looks like kind of like a skinny guy here and kind of like a thick guy. Anyway, all right. Then we got Temple Guard. That's a new character. I'll be ready. I'm a Gundai. I'm really hesitant, you guys, to gearing up I'm a Gundai. I would bet my Bippies that when the raid comes out here, June 26th is the date I think they targeted. When the raid comes out, that you're going to see a Lightspeed bundle at sometime soon that's going to have all these older characters in there. So that's going to be the top row here. Islet Secura, Jedi Counselor, I'm a Gundyne, Jedi Knight Guardian. I may end up buying a bundle to get myself Counselor, I'm a Gundyne, Jedi Knight Guardian, you know, done for the raid, because I don't have a lot of stuff going on here. I am lacking in teams, so I'll have to see what kind of numbers I can put up with the teams I've got, while I'm also farming the teams that are going to be needed, because this thing's going to be out, or they said a year. When they started these new raids, they said they're going to be 8 to 9 months. Now they're saying it's a year for this raid. So when we look at the characters here, I will have this Bad Batch up and over after a while. I'll definitely have the Dark Side clones, because Lord Vader is in my future for this account. So, you know what, guys? The bottom line is, the new raid is coming. It's going to be here in a couple of weeks, June 26th, or if you're watching this later, it's already here. You're going to have to farm some teams for the new raid. If your guild's doing the new raid, as we say a lot on this channel, you can either do the things your guild needs and requires. If they require you to farm for the new raid, you better start farming, or you can go find a new guild. Those are your two options. No other options in game. If they require you to do this anyway, the new raid is coming. That's one of the teams you're going to have to farm, or multiple of the teams you're going to have to farm. Our next team everybody should have on their roster, and come on, an oldie but a goodie here. Now, I did not mention this spring on the video, and by the way, if you haven't watched that video first, I definitely recommend going to watch it. I put a pin earlier for that. We'll put a link at the end of this as well. You can just Google it. You can look it up on YouTube. Teams everybody needs to have for spring 2025. Look that video up. It's going to give you a lot of information. The Geos. You know, guys, when you're just getting started off, your goal is to get into a Geonosians territory battle guild, a guild that's doing these dark side Geo territory battles, and you need the Geos. In every single tier of that territory battle, the Geos have a special mission or an assigned mission that they need to do. And specifically, we think of Wat Tambor. And here we take a look at the playbooks video where he's talking about how to unlock Wat Tambor with Gear 11 Geos. I don't know if I recommend this, but hey man, he was getting it done back in the day. These guys, the Geos are used non-stop and relentlessly in Darkside Geonosians territory battles. They're a really good early Grand Arena team for your roster. Is he going to play this at any point here? Playbook is very, very detailed. He digs in, whereas I just take my toys and bash them against the wall. Playbook is analyzing everything. He wants to know, and he does know how it's all going to work before he goes in. Much, much smarter than your dad here, but we can lean on him for a lot of advice. Guys, the Geos are a really important team, a great early round of Grand Arena team. I love them. I have a lot of fun with it, and their ships are there on the Malevolence till all the way to the end of the game. Our next team is keeping with that territory battle sim. We're gonna do that for even a couple more of these. The Inquisitors, you know, getting your 5 Inquisitors farmed, unlocking Grand Inquisitor, and then unlocking those Reva shards in territory battles. And here's your boy Fat Phil. He's running through that Reva mission in the Rise Empire territory battles. We just talked about the Geonosians territory battles with the Geos. That's the first thing you're looking to get done, but with your guild or a guild that's doing Geo territory battles. Once your guild is advanced to a certain level, you're going to start playing Rise of the Empire territory battles, and when you get there, the very first thing everybody's thinking about is, do you have Inquisitors, and can you help us unlock Reva? And I've seen early accounts that farm Reva early, or farm the Grand Inquisitor early on, have been able to get, you know, really punch up with territory battles, get into a guild that's doing Rise of the Empire territory battles like right off the bat. And so we look at your Inquisitors and Reva, Inquisitors leading to Reva. Also, by the way, they're going to unlock the Scythe for you, Improving Grounds. A lot of great benefits, and there's an assault battle with the Inquisitors as well. A lot of great benefits from having the Inquisitors and Reva on your roster in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And on to even more territory battle action, but not just territory battle. When you throw Malicos in there, you've got a great Grand Arena team too. Seer Malicos, or maybe there's a relationship here that we were unaware of. I don't know. Maybe Seer Junda, Cal Kestis, get these unaligned Force users on your team in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And there he is. There's your boy. This is me using the UFUs for the first time. I'm actually late to the party here. I can admit it. I've said it before. I was a late adapter of the unaligned Force users, and that is on me, and it's my problem. Because not only do Seer Junda and Cal Kestis, and then also Terra Malicos with the team, come into great play in Grand Arena, as you're going to see right here, also, you've got them required for the Zepho mission over in Rise of the Empire territory battles. So I've been leaving my guild behind by not farming these guys up to Relic 7, and that is my fault and nobody else's, and I should have been on this, I think, at least 6 months earlier, really looking at these UFUs, Seer Junda, Cal Kestis, Terran Malicos, and using those guys, of course, then to farm our next character, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. So when you go get Seer Junda and Cal Kestis, you got to get Saw Gerrera, you have to get Tarful, and you got to get Mirren upgraded to Gear 12. You don't need Zeta Zon, you don't even need great mods. I did was a pretty easy event, mostly, with some little twists and turns in it, which you got to have some kind of twists and turns, right? You go and you unlock Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, whose primary usage right now is to lift Jedi Master Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And this video comes to us from Gav P posting, I just put this out there for everybody, I guess, but this is our Jedi Master Luke against Jedi Master Kenobi with that lifter Jedi Knight Cal on the team. He's an automatic lifter for Jedi Master Luke in Grand Arena and really just, you know, helps him do things that, I don't know, Jedi Master Luke is a pretty limited galactic legend, generally speaking, in Grand Arena and in other game modes too. I'm not a huge fan of Jedi Master Luke, but the other thing that Jedi Knight Cal Kestis does for you is, I mentioned Zepho earlier for Rise of the Empire territory battles. When you go do that Zepho mission to open up Zepho and get your guild a bunch of Kyrotech every time you do Rise of the Empire, if you have a Relic 7 Seer, and then you could use either Cal, the original Cal Kestis or Baby Cal, or Jedi Knight Cal Kestis once you get him unlocked. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is important in both those game modes, lifting Jedi Master Luke in Grand Arena and even in Territory Wars, and then in Territory Battles for doing that Zepho mission for sure. But after you get the UFUs unlocked, Seer Junda, Baby Cal Kestis, Terran Malicos, get your path moving right on to Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and help your guild get all of those fatty Kyrotechs they so desire. One more round of territory battles here, mixed in with some Grand Arena as well, and then I promise you we'll move on to the next good stuff. But Bo-Katan Mand'alor, I'm once again a late adapter, and that is on me. That is my fault, 100%. Bo-Katan Mand'alor is a great character for your roster. Not only is she really a very strong Grand Arena performer, but she's also got that special mission in Rise of the Empire territory battles. And here's your boy, Bit Dynasty, demoing this battle, you know, for all. I like his setup over here. It's kind of fun and kind of cool. I got it cut off a little bit, but yeah, I like that setup. Anyway, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, Bo-Katan is going to add a lot to your roster. She really is a very strong Grand Arena performer. When you look out there, the teams that she is beating are no slouch. She is taking care of business on offense in Grand Arena. And then this special mission on Rise of the Empire territory battles is just going to be beneficial for your guild. And she's not all that hard to get to. You've already got Beskar Mando unlocked on your account. You probably already have Bo-Katan Kryze unlocked for Jedi Master Kenobi, leaving just 3 characters. That's just going to be IG-12, Paz Vizsla, and Kelleran Beck, and that's all you got. And out of those characters, 4 of those, I think, actually, take it back, that I don't think Beskar Mando is required for her farming, but maybe he is. I can't remember, but maybe, I guess I can look. We can take a look here, right? Let's go take a look. Yeah, Beskar Mando not required. Kelleran Beck, Paz Vizsla, IG-12, but you probably, oh, he is required. I was thinking Bo-Katan Kryze would be, but she's not. Makes so much sense, right? Farm Boy Luke isn't required for any of the, well, he's required for CLS, I guess, but whatever. Anyway, Bo-Katan Kryze not required. You probably already got her upgraded to get your Jedi Master Kenobi. She's going to go on this team along with Paz, IG-12, and Mandalorian. Bo-Katan Mandalore, big ad for your roster. We got 4 more teams coming at you, and this is for sure one of them, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys are buying Lightspeed bundles. Even if you're not, you've got to get this guy in your roster. He's so good. And even if you take Rey Darkside Vision out of it, she's a lifter, but she really just helps him earn extra banners, or just, I'd say she's a 10% lifter, but she's going to keep a lot of these other guys alive through the battles, and that's a tremendous thing. But even without her, Kylo does so many good things in this game. And once again, here's yours truly playing Grand Arena WoW. When I first got Darkside Rey unlocked, we took her into Grand Arena and we smoked Ahsoka. I mean, he just kills pretty much everything. Kylo, especially with Darkside Rey, but even Kylo by himself, does so many good things for you. He's really great. If your guild is still doing like the Darkside Treya raid, he is the guy that owns that raid. He runs that raid. You've got an assault battle with First Order. Not ideal, you'd rather have Sith in there, but you do have an assault battle for them. And then just the Grand Arena performance, the Territory Wars performance, Territory Battles. The Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is my favorite character to use. I love his ramping technique. I love his siphon. I love how he just takes all of the mastery off everybody and just smokes them with their own mastery. I really enjoy the character, how he plays. I really enjoy the damage that he does. And he's just too valuable in all assets of the game to ignore. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. If you farm the Executor, you've already got, you know, a good portion of the Finalizer farmed, even though the rest of his farm is kind of isolated. All the characters are just First Order and they don't go anywhere else. But I love this guy. I can't say enough about Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And we're going to leave it over here for this one. You know, in the first 10 teams, we brought up Jabba the Hutt because he's so important. His return on investment is so huge for the mods in the game and just to make your roster really work. Mods are the big differentiator between rosters. If I've got great mods and you have okay mods, I've got an advantage over you no matter what our rosters, well, maybe not no matter. There is a trade-off there, but mods are a huge breaking point in the game. So you've got Jabba. It takes you all, if you've got Jabba, you've done a lot of the work already for Leia Organa. She is a top performing galactic legend in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. She will fit on, trust me, she will fit on your roster with those top 3 guys. The other 2, old Ben and Baze over there. A lot of times you go with Admiral Raddus and Jyn Erso. And there's yours truly again. I put Chupio in there that time. But Leia Organa, man, that is blurry. Galactic Legend Leia Organa is, if you listen to my pal Sanjita, I know originally he said that she should be the first character or the first Galactic Legend you get. I still think Jabba because of return on investment, and this is blurry for me. Is it blurry for you guys? I don't know why it's so blurry, but I still defer to Leia Organa out of that group of of the OT Galactic Legends with Jabba, Jedi Master Luke, and Leia. Leia is the top performer. Jabba does some really good stuff, especially 3v3 Grand Arena. He's a defensive menace, but Leia is really, really good too. I don't think she's a defensive character anymore. If your opponent has Darth Bane, foreshadowing, because Darth Bane just wipes through her, but maybe she is. Maybe she absorbs Darth Bane and then he can't kill other teams. Whatever. Leia has a lot of uses for you in all game modes. She's really, really good. She has one small extra mission for the Endor escalation that gets you 1 extra Omicron every month. Whatever. And it gets you a few of the relic materials as well. But Leia Organa, you will not go wrong by getting her on your roster. Have I talked about a Leviathan enough for you guys? Have I mentioned Leviathan in enough sentences and phrases for you guys to realize that this ship is really important? And when you get within 6 months of unlocking Darth Malgus and Fury Class Interceptor Improving Grounds, you should be farming the Sith ships so you can get ready for Leviathan. Have I? Well, if I haven't done it, listen to my pal Sanjita. I think I mentioned him a minute ago, didn't I? Yeah. Listen to Sanjita over here. This is a video he made of talking about, can you take a 4-star Leviathan into Fleet Arena and do some stuff with it. It's a good video. It's a good listen. It's a good watch. Check out Sanjita's video. But yeah, the Leviathan, it's been the ship meta for 2 years now. Maybe it'll get replaced soon. I don't know. I'm talking about a pirate ship, but it seems like maybe if the pirates are in there for the raid that we won't get a ship. I don't know. It's been a long time since we got a new capital ship in the game. Leviathan has been bringing home the bacon for almost 2 years now. I believe maybe at least a year and a half, but a long time. This ship is making things happen in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. The Executor carries you for a long way, then eventually you got to flip over to Leviathan. So pay attention to this ship. It is definitely one of the 10 more teams that you want to get on your roster in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And finally, number 10. Did I mention foreshadowing? I think I did. And I love Darth Bane. If he was a real human, I would be a groupie. I would be following him. In fact, I'd be worried that if I didn't follow him, he was going to show up in my house and siphon me once and just put me out. Like I'd be done. Me and my family and the dogs. Just gone forever. And once again, with yours truly, this is my most recent adventure into the Darth Banosphere, I think we should start calling Galaxy Heroes, possibly, we should start calling Galaxy Heroes the Darth Banosphere. I think that would be really, in fact, if you made it to this point of the video, put it in comments, Darth Banosphere. Let's hear from you guys out there, because Darth Bane is so good, and he kills so many galactic legends, and he is such a complete and utter, I don't know, man. I don't, the Force flows with him like no other character in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The power of 2 will set you free while also enslaving millions in this game. Guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, I just can't, it's really hard for me to put into words how much I really love this guy. He's ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Look at that. You just saw me give a couple of giant wows there. Darth Bane is absolutely insane in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I can't say enough about him, and I can't say enough about these 10 teams, 10 more teams that everybody should have in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And again, everybody should have means these are teams you should put on your list. Be striving toward them. Be moving toward them in certain portions of the game. When you're getting ready, you know, I've got my perfect farming guide out there, parts 1, 2, and 3 with parts 4 and 5 to follow. Go check those out to learn more about when you should farm these characters in your game. But these are teams that everybody should be working toward and striving toward in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've gotten something out of this video. I know I've gotten something, because I always get something. I hope you all have a great day. I will definitely talk to you very soon. And of course, always remember, Nooch too good.